our topic was just, we got together and started talking about anything and everything, and had to be something in the Shenandoah Valley, right?
Yeah.
So we kind of just, someone threw out the idea of JMU, and we just ran with that.
Well, I think you threw out the idea of diversity in Harrisonburg, and I think I might have been the one who said, hey, JMU's in Harrisonburg and we're really diverse, so let's go with that. Focus it down a little bit.
The rest of us just liked it.
Yep. We had the aha moment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I think we got on the Be Involved page and saw, 30-some religious organizations on campus, so we knew it was doable.
Yeah. So basically, we did the topic and we were just like, ooh, this will be really cool. And so then we all kind of just threw out questions, and the ones that stuck. And then from there, we kind of just rolled with it and adapted the questions as we needed to. Added a couple, maybe took some away that weren't necessary.
We tried to ask the same questions to every person that we interviewed.
If we could remember them.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
Yeah. And they kind of found themselves being altered throughout the process.
Yeah.
So I think by the end we had changed one of them.
Probably 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, just with what worked. And as we kept going, we found the answers we were looking for, so we knew how to word the questions. So it was, even the questions themselves were a work in progress throughout.
Yeah.
I think the fact that we were talking about religious diversity, and the fact that we involved an atheist and an agnostic, who you might not say, oh, they're religious, but that is a necessary part to religious diversity.
And I think hearing the personal stories from people, some of the people we interviewed were standard answers, but some people had really moving stories and personal experiences, and I think that helped our story a lot, being able to dive into those and show them.
So some people felt that, especially Dr. Whitmer, that we would be too promotional.
In choosing our topic?
Yeah.
Just with putting at JMU at the end of it. Because the whole point of the project was Shenandoah Valley, it wasn't JMU.
Right.
And so if we just put JMU, even though that's where our topic is.
Yeah, and I feel like what he wanted to make sure we didn't see was it's just because we're at JMU and we have different religious diversity. It's not it's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not all great all the time, but it's diverse and it's some aspects of it are good, but there are still problems that come with it.
Right. I feel like the wide variety of stories we were able to tell is a great success.
I agree.
We were able to get just so many different opinions. And we had some that were similar, but so many that were different.
I think the responses that we got,
Yeah,
the amount of responses that, you know what I mean? I was really hesitant with, I know there's 37 organizations, but how many are actually going to respond to us? I was very excited when we got as many as we did.
People were so willing to work with us, and they were so kind to responding and coming to the interviews and stuff.
So true.
Taking it back to challenges, having done the emails of all the groups, a challenge was it was great how many we got, but it was a challenge not being able to get more. Because it would have been great to have, a wider variety of the organizations represented.
And when she says wider variety, I think it's the one thing I got hung up on is that we didn't have a Buddhist, a Hindu, or a Muslim. Those 3 really big religions are missing from this.
Yeah. And so maybe if we had more time or something like that, we could have gotten more, but
More contacts.
Yeah.
I think time was definitely a factor in that. I can definitely say, and I speak for Ben and myself,
Oh yeah.
when
That was our first interviews that we ever did.
yes,
Oh my gosh.
there was one interview that really touched us with the response that we got, and it was a really great way to start the whole process of interviewing.
I think it definitely gave us motive
Oh,
and
yeah.
perseverance to see this project through, because her response was something I don't think either of us were expecting, and it was so moving we had to include it in the video. It was an obvious choice. I think we
Yeah.
were all pretty much just like, just listen to the first few lines and we're good.
Yeah. And I remember you and I looked at each other right after the interview
Yeah,
and we were like,
just yes.
gold.
We hit the jackpot.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
I do remember you guys telling me how excited you were after that.
Yeah. And I think it was extra special because it was our very first interview, so
Mhm.
it made it.
The icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Just the way our group has bonded.
Yes.
I think
Definitely.
we've
I
been.
disagree. I'm kidding.
See, this is it. This is it. We love each other with some feistiness.
That was pure sarcasm. That was not feistiness.
No, it's been great. We've all been able to count on each other, and we've all taken part in this video, and we've all pretty much been a part of every part of it, even if it's
Yeah.
just a little bit here and there. And it's been nice to be able to count on everyone.
I think it was just trust, like going
Yeah.
into the
Yeah.
group. I looked at each of these people, I'm like, I trust you, I trust you, I trust you, I trust you, I like this.
Yeah.
So,
And it just made the whole experience that much better.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Working
It
with
really
you guys.
was.
And like especially like the interviews and like I don't know, being creative with everything.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I feel like it really shows in the video too.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you can tell that we work well together.